show with Rosh, what I've realized, she keeps panicking, by the way,
Right.
telling me, oh, like 500 views, 1,000 views. But bro, we're averaging every episode. Well, even when it's even more,
1,000.2.
I'll say it's like 1,000.2,
That's
1,005
amazing.
in 2 weeks of 10
couple of our
episodes.
videos
Yeah,
got like 3.6.
Can I tell you how
3.6.
much I was getting?
How much? He says this to me all the time.
I was getting 300 to 500 views.
Yeah. Obviously, I know
For
it
4
comes
months.
with time.
I got one that got like 1.2K, but I was getting, I'll promise you, I had a big following and I wasn't really getting much views.
Yeah.
So what you got to understand, yeah, with YouTube is Mr. Beast, it took him 4 years to get to 15,000 subscribers. Now he's the biggest creator in the world.
Yeah.
4 years. Obviously, then it took him 4 years. So you got to understand, you got 500 people, 1,000 people that are going to keep him returning. I had in my head when I first started, if I can get to 6,000 people watching me every single day towards the end of the year, amazing. And I said, I'm going to show people the power of building a multi-million-pound personal brand. I didn't know what's going to happen here. Do you know what I mean? But I think with all of us, when we're in this space, you go within topic because it caters for everyone, innit? You get me? If you go within topic of what's happening, trending topic, you can speak about trending topic. I know everyone wants to be positive and don't want to talk too much about controversial, but you can still talk about controversial in a positive way.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
And I'm telling I'm a person that I do deep research. So I will go online, I will look at, for instance, ZZ Mills' numbers when they're doing the daily updates. I'll look at Madam Joyce's, I'll go on yours, I'll go on Spray's, I'll go anyone that market in that space who's doing what I'm doing. I'm always gonna judge what I'm doing by their numbers.
Rome wasn't built on a day.
Right. And when I'm saying to her,
Just started.
if
it was that easy, I promise
no, of
you.
course, I know,
When I'm
but
saying to her, I'm
always
saying
gonna
to her,
look,
I'm
'cause
saying
I
to
want
her,
it to do well.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm saying to her,
But it is doing well.
I'm saying to
It's
her,
doing
in
well,
2
trust me.
weeks, I'm saying, bro, we're doing great, not well.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks
Yeah.
of 10 episodes, you've, in respect to you, you've never done social media before. You've never been on YouTube. The whole net that I might know don't know you. They don't know you exist. You've just come on there. Myself, I've not been doing updates. I interview rappers and go viral. And I'm saying to her, the numbers we're getting to be having one
Serious.
thing on there on 4K, 3.6, you're averaging a K. I'm saying, bro, you wait till the next 3 months.
You know what it is as well? You got to understand, yeah, is, bro, how long have you been doing it for?
10
10
days.
episodes, 10 days.
It's not easy. YouTube is the hardest
Yeah.
social media platform
To get
grow,
views.
to
100,
get views.
100%.
The hardest, they say, even getting 100K subscribers, you're part of 1% or something
Mad.
crazy.
It's crazy.
So just understand, when you're getting views and you're having people when they're tuning in and you're tuning in, you're doing amazing. But 10 days, bro, I said I'm gonna work for, I said I'm gonna work for 1,000 days. Like I'm 438 days I've been working with no days off. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There's content that I make and not all my content bangs, but I'm on the compounding thing. So you just got it's more of a long game.
Consistency, yeah, of course.
Consistency.
I understand
But you're doing well.
Thanks.
Because I feel like you come in this space, you've taken it
big up,
well.
man. You done
Taking
well,
it well.
and you articulate yourself good.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Don't sit on the fence too much. Like just
Bro,
show
sit
your
on-
opinion, not
I
on
feel like
people.
I do.
on the
I feel like
fence.
I'm quite upfront and I say
on
what I
the
want to say.
fence.
There's a lot more.
Bro, bear
things I
man are
wanna
telling
say,
me,
and
you know what bear man have been
pauses
saying
it.
to me?
What?
Like, I'm moving scared. I'm saying, bro, but
See?
that's just the way
There's
I
a lot
want
of
to do
things
my
that I would
content.
like to like discuss, but of course I don't want.
No, but you don't need to.
Negative
Yeah,
things
you
to come
don't
to
need
our
to be
platform.
scared. You don't need to offend people, but you can say it how it is.
Yeah.
No, like the other day when we was talking about Trend Central, I think I even got a little bit wrong. But
Did you do a segment about it?
yeah, we spoke about
Yeah, we
that.
did speak about
But I do.
Is it out yet?
Yeah, it's out. It's out. It's out. I will always. Look.
I do want to have a conversation about the business side
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
Look.
But we kind of touched upon that
Look.
on that
Yeah.
episode.
Look,
as well.
look. The morning show for me is a Monday to Friday morning show. I feel like one thing I don't want to do is I like to be new. I don't want to get into a space and do what everyone's doing already. So in my head, when I'm producing, creating, I'm saying, all right, cool. Well, we don't really have like a morning show.
You need to change that mindset though.
No. Like, what do you mean?
Bro, everything is
Copied.
recycled.
Yeah, no, recycled. Yeah, but I'm
No, it's that mindset of like, change that mindset, man.
No,
I don't want to jump in the space because that person's doing it.
No.
Bro.
100.
If it works,
Do it.
do
Yeah,
it,
do it.
bro.
No,
do
when
it with your
my
twist to
twin.
it.
That's what I mean by that. I mean,
Your
like,
personality.
so my thing was, we're gonna do the morning show. That was my twist on it. We'll do it. We'll drop it every morning. Like we said, we'll drop it every morning. And a lot of people are doing this thing by themselves. It's just them in front of the camera. It's Easy Meals, Madam Joyce. Spray sometimes had people, but he does it by himself most of the time. You did it by yourself. I was like, I want to bring a co-host in. I want to do an update with a co-host and discuss things. Yeah, cool. Boom. I obviously want to stay very positive because I feel like it's a morning show. I want to give positivity. But obviously, yeah, 100%, you need to give your opinions, because one thing I learned about being a presenter very early is that if I interview Bouncer and I just ask everything to be Bouncer's friend, it's not a good interview.
No, but you see, with me and you, I think we've built our relationship to the point where me and him can argue. We can argue online and it'll be a big debate. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I ain't getting in my feelings. He's not getting in his feelings because we built it to that.
Yeah,
but
he is brave enough. You know, he's got his big mouth. He knows I won't box him in his mouth, but he's brave enough now to like, he could challenge me. But you know what I realized with him? He's an idiot. He's the only, you know, like
I
people is probably the only one
that.
that challenges man online.
Yeah.
You know, like you asks this man questions like, I don't think he was good with right with that. I'm just like, so what?
No, shall I tell you? Let me.
So what?
Hold on.
Have you seen Miss All Fabulous?
Yeah.
She's nonchalant.
No.
Miss All Fabulous is nonchalant. She don't
But
get
let me tell you.
She's the funniest.
I'm gonna give you a Bouncer breakdown in front of Bouncer.
God.
Yeah, and we can do the morning show Bouncer breakdown. Yeah, and maybe we can have this segment. Yeah,
God.
but boom, this is the Bouncer breakdown.
Propaganda.
He is a genius in my eyes in terms of what he's built. When I first came into the game and I first wanted to get into content, I met him at a petrol station, pulled up with him, I was in my C-class, rollie on, checked him, said, yo, told him, look, he's calm, you can relax, we'll talk. I obviously then said to him, look, I come to him, I said to him, in fact, to be fair, I had an idea where I bought someone called Hits. I said, I want to do a film, so can put me in touch with Bouncer. At the time, I think he then put me in touch with his business partner, which was Albie, a guy who owned Shush nightclubs in Brighton, and they was doing an energy drink. Went to meet Albie, gave the information to him. No, he didn't. He even hit me up the other day, to be fair, and said, like, carry on, well done. He always hits me up. Yeah.
That's my brother.
Then I met Bouncer at some Croydon barbecue. He was with the ops that day, chilling. He was safe. Obviously, boom, he was governed. Yeah, cool. Then I've gone to same at a petrol station, and because I met him at that day,
Starbucks.
yeah, we've done a conversation. This is whether he had a good heart. He could have been like, nah, busy at the time. He took my number. I had a conversation about what I wanted to do, and one thing, I had my readies there, I had my money there, and we had a conversation. Now, backstory: I went out to a party and I got into a madness. Yeah, I was very pissed off that day. Let's just say in that day I had lost 50 grand. I was pissed off. I got the picture on my phone to today. He might not know this. Woke up in the morning. I think he's heard what's happened, and he said to me, "Bruv, you can either sit in your house and be angry, but we had a meeting with Smiler he had a private members club at the time. Is that, or you can come to this meeting." Mind sharp, I have never done YouTube content. Well, I had, but that was years ago. Nothing. I was just a youth from the roads. And he was like, bro, it's up to you. What do you want to do? In my head, I'm thinking, bro, I'm like 50 quid down right now. I don't even want to have a meeting regarding something that's going to cost more money. Then went to the meeting with him, was like, fuck it. Gone to the meeting with him, was just pissed off. We had that meeting with Smiler. Boom. We said we're going to do a short film together. And the most, not shout out Smiler, but he probably overcharged us.
Bro.
He overcharged us.
We got scams, bro.
They said the thing.
We got scams, bro.
No, don't do that.
I'm telling man, we got scams, bro.
We didn't.
We got scams, bro. Get me? Yeah.
Shout out Smiler.
This guy tries to be all thingy.
Shout out Smiler.
This is why I'm a lot. But I don't. You see, when I feel hard done by, I don't get locked. I kind of distance myself. I feel like, yeah, man got scammed, bro. That's it. But I ain't giving man no 24 hours. But don't word it like we don't know what happened. You get me?
Right,
We're not gonna get get into it like that because you don't want none of that. But I'm just saying, look, we got scammed. I'm just gonna let you
Right,
know
okay.
we got scammed. That's
I
all it
wanna
is.
know at
But
the end of this
it's a
set.
lesson. After